Our next competitor is one of only 13 men who have ever won the Mr. Olympia title. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blade, Dexter.
They call me the Blade because I'm always in good condition. I'm always razor sharp. You know, I've always been standoffish. Everybody knows that's how I've been. And a lot of people take me as being stuck up, but I'm really not. If you come up and talk to me, you'll see I'm a good guy. I love to sit down and have a conversation with people. No problem with that, but I always, was always standoffish. But now I'm starting to open up more. It's because of social media. Snapchat and stuff like that. I never used to see myself actually talking in the camera. I hated that. I hate looking at myself talk. But now that I do it so much, Snapchat, you guys are the one that made me come out of this shell. So thank you guys for coming up with such a great, social media avenue. Well, when I lost the title, I really figured, I really thought that was the end of my career. But it's been 17 years now. I had never ever thought I would last this long. I've actually lasted longer than any pro in history of the sport. 17 straight years. I've been to the Olympia 16 years. This is going to be my 17th year. I've done an Arnold Classic 16 years. No one's ever done that. Not trying to brag or nothing like that, but man, those are some incredible stats. I don't look at it as being incredible right now because I'm still in the game right now. But when I sit down and I'm done, with bodybuilding, it's gonna reflect. It's gonna reflect on me. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna say to myself, I'm gonna say, well, dang, you actually did all of this?
Pound for pound, greatest bodybuilder ever lived. This the dude right here, man. I want to congratulate you for tonight. The placement in the Olympia, you really took that. You know what it is. They're going to be a problem in sexual. They're going to think about this man right here. Greatest bodybuilder ever lived, pound for pound. Give me one other name that did what this man did in bodybuilding. You can't. It's impossible. It has never happened and it will never happen, ever. This is the only way it's going to never be another Olympia. All the Olympians, all the people, wherever I go.
I won Olympia in 08. A lot of people ask, how do I continue to get better? And it's 2016 now. Usually when a person loses the Olympia, 1 or 2 years later, they're done. It'll be almost 9 years before I win the title again. I'm winning this year. How I've been able to maintain this, I feel my parents gave me the genetics that I have. So if it weren't for my parents, this wouldn't even be possible. So I thank God for my parents and my training. You gotta put in work in the gym. I put in work in the gym. I changed up some things. I hired Charles Glass as my trainer. I got George Ferry as my nutritionist. You know what I'm saying? And 2010, there was a little disappointment in my physique. Something that I've never experienced before. I couldn't get as hard as I normally get. So I was contemplating on retiring. I was actually, 1 foot was out of the door. I was about to retire until George Ferris stepped to me and said, look, why don't you let me give you a try? And then Charles Glass was like, why don't you come out to LA and train with me? You know what? What the hell, let's try it. Did my first couple shows with, under George and Charles Glass, and I ended up placing back in the top of the Olympia. I think I was like 4th or something like that. And the rest is history. We've been training together since. You gotta learn how to make adjustments as you get older. You can't continue to lift heavy weight and do all these heavy compound movements as you get older because you're gonna end up tearing yourself. Just like Dorian did, just like Ronnie has done, just like all the other guys that try to stay in the game for so long, lifting heavy weight. So you gotta learn how to make adjustments, which is what I've done. So 5 years ago, which is how long I've been training at Goals with Charles Glass, it's been 5 years since I've been out there, and I've been getting better and better because we've switched to machines and not strictly free weight. A lot of people feel that you can't put on weight doing machine work. Well, I'm the proof example. I'm bigger than I've ever been. I'm 270. The biggest before I started doing these machines and training with Charles and George was 250. So I'm 270 on off season doing machines. So I don't want to hear that about you can't gain weight or you can't get big off of doing machine work. That's absolutely false. That's why my career has lasted so long. I haven't never been injured before. So you got to listen to your body. Every time I get a knick-knack or something like that, I take I take off. I don't care if it's 3, 4, 5, 6 months. I take off and don't train that particular body part until it actually heals again. All that no pain, no gain BS, Muscle has memory. As soon as it heals, it'll be back in a month. So always listen to your body. Coming into the New York Pro, you know, George Fair, my trainer, and I, we put our heads together. We wanted to bring it in an even sharper package than we did for the Olympia. We didn't want to leave no doors open. You know, I've always been the type guy that everybody scares me, so that's what keeps me on my heels. Everybody looks good to me, you know what I'm saying? So that's what pushes me, especially when I see guys posting progress pictures. I've never been the one to do that, but I love when other people do that, and I see what they look like, and I'm like, okay, he's looking great, so that's gonna push me. We had a game plan. The game plan was to go and win the New York Pro, then go on to South Africa the following week and win the South Africa Arnold Classic. Had I looked like this, I feel, at the Olympia, condition-wise, then it really would have been lights out. So that's the goal for this year, moving forward, is to try and come in the same weight, but conditioning that I had for the New York Pro. Not just in my sport, I would say in any sport or any job. If you're not doing well, then people forget about you. So I was pretty much, you know, not really forgotten about, but kind of put on the back burner. But as soon as you do something, you know, good, like placing second in Olympia or winning Olympia, then everybody's trying to grab you, want you to come and be a part of the event. And I swear, man, I have been traveling like every week, you know, because everybody want to see you now. And it feels good to be back on that level again. I've got back on this level, now it's time to capture the title again. I was this close to winning, you know, this freaking close. And I want that title. And Phil knows how I get. So that's why he's training his ass off. I know Phil. He know I'm coming. So it's gonna be a great battle. I'm looking forward to battling with Phil again this year. And may the best man win. I promise to make bodybuilding fun again. You know, I'm not that old shy guy no more. This is the new me. This whole new social media thing is a whole new image coming out of Dexter Jackson, you know what I'm saying? So I want everybody to see how I am. I've finally come out of this shell. And you guys are the one that keeps me going too, man. All the emails and the messages you guys send me, man. Every day, man, thank you guys so much. I love my fans. I love you guys so much. What motivates me to keep going is I'm still on top. You know, I'm still making a lot of money. I'm young, so there's no need for me to retire. People ask me all the time, why you still competing? Well, I tell them, look, it's been 17 years. I work an hour a day in the gym. I'm not gonna retire yet. So if I were to quit doing bodybuilding, I'm gonna work somewhere else anyway because I'm still too young. So why not continue doing what I'm doing, something that I love, that I'm making a lot of money at. I said, well, if you can find me a 9-to-5 job that'll let me only work 1 hour a day, hey, I'll quit bodybuilding and go do that, but I don't think you can do that. That's why I continue doing what I'm doing. I love doing what I'm doing.